Luciano DiCenzo.
Zeke the Underboss. How we doing?
We are at war.
Yeah, nice one. Nice one.
No, we're at war with Hades.
You gotta be kidding me right now. We actually at war. You busted my balls.
No, I'm serious.
One day.
Uh,
It took you one day, and you're now you're waging a war against the whole world. Hades first.
hey, that's what my previous underboss wanted me to do if I got this position.
What the happened?
Okay, in all reality, it's not necessarily that. It's just more it's another hostage situation. They just keep taking people hostage, right?
Mm.
Uh, I can give what from what I understand from the story. I prefer if also Jason and Daryl still around after this because he was around last time. Uh, I want to get the point of views of it too. Uh, but I can give you like a quick summary from what I understand. So it was Daryl, Sophia, Jason, and Dom all in one car. They were towing together. They were grabbing I think Daryl's new car that he ordered or something like that. And
Mm.
while that happened, a Hades member went to go take Jason hostage. One sec. No, yeah, no, you can talk. You can talk.
Oh no, Hades war looks like
Inside,
it'll be lagging solo
I'm talking to
in
Luciano right
four
now, and then
mothers.
I need to talk to you with him, right?
Oh shit.
I'll talk to you a little bit. Bye. Um, we not we. They got held up hostage. Jason was like, "I'm a government employee." Everybody else was like, "I'm Cypress, whatever." Uh, and Jason, as a cabinet member of the government, a government employee, is not going to throw around that she is a gangbanger to anybody, you know.
Right. Right. Yep. Yep.
But what she is going to say, she's a government employee. They still decided to take a hostage.
Jesus.
That in itself is interesting. Um, but they took her for a 24/7. The boys breached. I mean, they came in with the intention of speaking. They tried getting, they tried talking to them. They weren't talking. They as soon as they go like, hey, she's with us or whatever the fuck. They just the Hades guys start bucking. Um, Dom and Daryl got the two guys inside, but there was a guy across the street with an AK, which in itself makes me think a little bit like these guys might be. I don't know if they're aware with Cypress and they're doing it or whatever the fuck, but that's for something like you're gonna get breached. Either that you either know
Mm.
you're gonna get breached or you're gonna shoot cops.
So they were like prepared for it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so that all happens. They dropped off Sophia because Sophia didn't have a gun, but she went to go grab a gun and then come out. And then when she came to help, apparently there was two people, I think. She tried talking to him, and when she tried talking to them, they shot her in the face.
No way.
Yeah. So then, you know, I told Daryl and like her name's Andy, but I call her Gwen. Uh, I told them, hey, I'm gonna come around later, talk to some people in that crew, show face, I'm the boss, whatever the fuck. Let them know if they need to talk to me, whatever the fuck, send me a text. Because I haven't met a lot of them. I like that new associate. Um, I wake up, I get told the story, I go talk to Sophia. Then I call Reggie because Reggie was apparently the guy that took Jason hostage and was
Who
the
the
guy
fuck is
that
Reggie?
they wanted to call. Reggie might. He's their underboss. And basically, I I'm sitting here talking to him, being like, he's being like, well, if she just said she was South Cyprus, we wouldn't have done it. And I'm like, she's a government employee. What government employee is gonna run around and say she's a gangbanger? Like, think with your brain. And usually when you hear government employee, You don't take them fucking hostage because you know you're gonna get shot down.
Right.
And he was like, well, I hate Nino. That was his excuse.
That's what he said.
Yeah. So I say, okay, whatever. And then he kept on leaning on the point. She should have said she was Cypress. She should have said she was Cypress. I was like, okay, I don't care. Shut up. I want my shit back. That's it. And then he was like, he kept on leaning on the fact, and then he kept on talking shit about Jason, bad mouthing Jason for not bringing it up, being like, how can you expect us not to take you hostage? So I say, well, this is a consistent, occurrence with you guys. 2 weeks ago, you guys took 3 people hostage, and they all said that they were Cypress, but you still took them hostage.
Mm.
And he was like, why are you bringing up for something 2 weeks ago? Rada. Because it was dealt with then. They were talked to then. And it seems to be a consistent thing with them. Every 2 weeks, every month, whatever, they keep on taking people hostage that are in Cyprus, and then act like, oh, it's no big deal. And then he's like, well, that was so long ago. That was 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, well, our agreement was made like 8 months ago. Does it need to be like reinstated? Do I need to reapply it? And then he said, well, that's not how it works. Whatever the fuck. I said, okay. So from this conversation, all I understand is that you're stupid. He said, what'd you call me? I said, you're stupid. It's fine. It's whatever. So then he got in his feels and he hung up, right? I go to talk to Benji. Benji is the I was hoping Ray would be around, to be honest. Benji's the stupid one, out of the two.
Yeah.
But I call Benji, I'm like, listen, I just want to talk, but this guy's just, he's not getting it through his brain. I'm just trying to talk to him and let him know what, just want the shit back. She's a government employee, but she is, she's associated with us, so don't touch her. Like I want the shit back. And he's like, okay, let me talk to my boys. He calls me back 5-10 minutes later, says, if you want it, come get it, right? So then I have a meeting with everybody, see what they want to do. Maybe slide out once, try. If we fail, we fail. I'll just leave it at that. Say whatever, because usually when somebody says, if you want it, come get it, they're leaving the ball in your court. No, or am I wrong?
No, I see that. Yeah.
So then we're just chilling in Cyprus, all 4 in one car, just chilling, talking, deciding what we want to do. A 6-car convoy fucking bum rushes into Cyprus.
Jesus fuck. Okay.
So basically, he kind of put the ball in our court and said, as soon as we were about to decide whether or not we were going to check up, he instead stole the ball.
Hey, he took that ball.
Cyprus, he took the ball. So we got into a gunfight. We gunned down like one of their boys and Benji, and then the rest they all had ARs, and we had like a fucking sawed off. I had my M16, but it was like in the middle of the road, so like, as much as I think I can handle it, and I'm in the middle of the fucking road getting shot at by 6 ARs. What can I do? Zane had like a Deagle, same thing with Dom. Not Zane. Daryl had a Deagle, same thing with Dom, or whatever the fuck. Then we talk about it more last night. I'm like, listen, we're gonna ride out, just see what people are at, because listen, they put the ball in our court, for us to make a decision. We didn't even make the decision yet, and they wanted to shoot us again.
Right, they didn't give a damn. It's just tale as old as time.
So, they stated to me, listen, if anything, this is more intricating towards the war, because it's like they just, I don't know, they're just stupid. That's the best way to put it. Like Dayro's also mad, so is Dom. They want to go shoot him. Jason's like, she thinks it should end tonight, whatever the fuck. I got all the bottom people, and Bo was around like after the fact. And he agreed, like he was like sitting on the fence. He doesn't really mind, but I think he was more leaning on the fence to end it. So I was like, fuck it. I'll talk to Benji. Just try to end this shit here. And he's yapping, whatever the fuck. I'm trying to like move on, but he keeps yapping, whatever the fuck, right? And I tell him, I really don't care. I'm trying to talk to you, so let me speak. And then he said something along the lines of, calm down, you're only interim underboss, which confused the fuck out of me. Right?
Wait, huh?
Yeah.
Did you tell
So
him?
now
You tell anybody?
No, I never. No, I. Listen, the only people. Listen, this is where that comes up. By this time, the person that I think told him went to bed.
Who?
Dom.
Dom?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dom did. But whatever. It moves on. He keeps on yapping, and then he tells me something like, whatever the fuck. And I told him to go, basically, he just wouldn't stop yapping, talking shit. I just told him to shut his fucking mouth. He's nobody gives a fuck. And he said, have one of your dons talk to me or whatever the fuck. Or like, have one of your bosses talk to me. And then whatever. And then I told him, I don't remember if this was at the end of the first phone call or second phone call, but I basically told him I'll fuck him like I do his wet pussied mother or some shit. I forgot. But yeah, that's how the phone call ended. So then after everybody, I let everybody know how the phone call. They were like, "Oh, okay." So what we did is we were like, "Fuck it," we're gonna see if we can catch any of them lacking. Maybe do one little thing, whatever the fuck. We found one of the legal guys. I got the radio channel. We shot him down. I don't know if he's good or not. Like, I have no idea. But we got the radio, and they were hitting Maze Bank. Now, don't get your hopes up. This was an almost moment. But basically, we heard some guy saying, I have the gold. I'm leaving now. I'm going up north. So then, I'm aware of one Hades warehouse that is up north. We searched, didn't see it, but we were like maybe a minute away from hitting like probably like a 300-400K lick.
Damn. What about the church? You didn't check the church?
No, I checked the church. We were, while we were all in Plea, I checked everything, but it was too. We were all in one car because we didn't have any other cars. It was too, I tried, but we couldn't really do anything. But
okay, let me cut you off. Who knows about this war right now? Have you told everybody?
Everybody. Speedy knows. I sent a text to you.
Harry?
I sent a text to Harry. Speedy knows. Dayrell knows. Cuddles knows. Sam knows. Everybody that was around early morning knows.
Harry, we're at war with Hades.
What?
Bro knows.
Yeah, check your texts and come over to Frank's. Zeke is spilling the beans on it.
This fucking little rat. Day one of fucking, day one, day two, got us in a fucking war.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it's
I knew this was gonna happen.
It's yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Brother, we don't have many AKs either, by the way. I sold them all. I fucking sold them all. I sold all the fucking AKs.
We have no AKs, no fucking ammo, nothing like that. We're fucked.